I travel through this wondrous land, a welcome waits for me. So many new friends yet to meet, so many sights to see. And signposts on the highway always let me know I'm traveling through the land they call Australia. Australia, every day it seems you're more like home to me. The beauty that surrounds me is such a sight to see. And when I'm far away from you, my thoughts will ever stray to the place I keep within my heart, Australia. I've seen so many lovely birds with colors red and blue, some emu and some wombats and even kangaroo. And I've listened to Slim Dusty, a legend in this land. And everywhere I go, friendly people take my hand. Australia, every day it seems you're more like home to me. The beauty that surrounds me is such a sight to see. And when I'm far away from you, my thoughts will ever stray to the place I keep within my heart, Australia. Australia, every day it seems you're more like home to me. The beauty that surrounds me is such a sight to see. And when I'm far away from you, my thoughts will ever stray to the place I keep within my heart, Australia. And when I'm far away from you, my thoughts will ever stray to the place I keep within my heart, Australia.
When the summer sun is shining on Australia's happy land, round countless fires in strange attire you see many solemn bands of glum Australians watching their lunch go up in flames. By the smoke and smell you can plainly tell that it's barbie time again. When the steaks are burning fiercely and the smoke gets in your eyes, your snags all taste of fried toothpaste and your mouth is full of flies. It is a national institution, it's Australian through and through. So come on mate and grab your plate, let's have a barbecue. Now the Scotch eat lots of haggis, the French eat snails and frogs, the Greeks go crackers over their moussakers, and the Yankees love hot dogs. And the Welshman loves to have a leak, the Irish love their stew, but you just can't beat the half-cooked meat of an Aussie barbecue. When the steaks are burning fiercely and the smoke gets in your eyes, your snags all taste of fried toothpaste and your mouth is full of flies. It's a national institution, it's Australian through and through. So come on mate and grab your plate, let's have a barbecue. Now there's a fly stuck in the the margarine. The bread has gone rock hard. The kids are fighting and the mozzies are biting. Who forgot the error guard? There's bull ants in the esky and the beer is running out. And what you saw in Mum's cold slaw, you just don't think about. When the steaks are burning fiercely and the smoke gets in your eyes, your snags all taste of fried toothpaste and your mouth is full of lies. It's a national institution, it's Australian through and through. So come on mate, grab your plate, let's have a barbecue. And when the barbie's over and you're homeward once again, with a queasy tummy and the family dunny, many lonely hours you'll spend. You may find yourself reflecting, as many often do. Come rain or shine, that's the very last time you'll have a barbecue. When the steaks are burning fiercely and the smoke gets in your eyes, your snags all taste of fried toothpaste and your mouth is full of lies. It's a national institution, it's Australian through and through. So come on mates and grab your plate, let's have a barbecue. Oh come on mate, grab your plate, let's have a barbecue. started out from Roto when the sheds had all cut out, and with whips and whips of rhino that we meant to push about, with a 3-spot check between us and Sydney in our eye. But we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. And we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Well, we crossed the Murrumbidgee near old Yanko in a week, and we passed through old Narandra and crossed the Burnett Creek, and we never stopped at Wagga, for we'd Sydney in our eye. And we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. And we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. So we threw our flaming swags off and marched into the bar. We ordered rum and raspberry and $1 each cigar. The girl that served the poison, she winked at me so sly. So we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. And we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Well, I've seen a lot of girls, me boys, and I've drunk a lot of beer. I've met with some of both me lads that left me feeling queer. But for beer to knock you sideways and girls to make you sigh, you should camp at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. And we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we camped at Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. In a week our spree was over and our check was all knocked down. We shouldered our Matildas and headed out of town. The girls stood us a nobbler as we sadly waved goodbye. And we tramped from Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. And we tramped from Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. The road to Gundagai, not 5 miles from Gundagai. Yes, we tramped from Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai. Lazy Harry's on the road to Gundagai.
I wanna live in Australia. I wanna do like the Aussies do. Eat some shrimp off the barbecue. Take a ride on a kangaroo. That's a place where I wanna be. Scuba dive neath the coral sea. Go native like a wallaby. Take the train to Calgary. I'm leaving today. 10,000 miles on an aeroplane. seems right, and south of that a surfer's paradise. Here down under they really do get around. Go to the pub and tell my newfound mates, thank God that I'm living in this place. And we'll talk about the day that Sir Don Bradman died.
I wanna live in Australia.
Christmas underneath the summer sun.
Do like the Aussies.
Manly Beach is so much
Eat some
fun.
shrimp off the barbecue.
Kookaburras and koala
Take a
bears.
ride on a kangaroo.
Hold my hand and I'll take you
That's the
there.
place where I want.
Sonny Hammond and his friend Skippy.
Underneath the coral
I'll be
sea.
trekking across the Kimberley.
Native like a wall.
The Dreamtime Aboriginal
Take the train
wonder.
to
I'm gonna start my new life down
wanna live in
under.
Australia.
Pie floaters and
Wanna
Vegemite.
do like the Aussies.
King's Cross on a Saturday night.
To the didgeridoo.
They spend dollars but they're not the
Buy a big
same.
house in Wollongong.
Dame Edna is my
That's
favorite
the
day.
place where I wanna
Noosa Heads,
stranger like
Jillaroos,
Ned Kelly.
Bungles,
Under the shade of a cooler
Swan River, Frente,
learn to play
a big banana, home and away.
Australia. I wanna do like the Aussies do. Eat some shrimp off the barbecue. Take a ride on a kangaroo. That's the place where I wanna be.
There's an island on the other side of nowhere. It's a world turned upside down. And the people there, they don't care about the rise and fall or the writings on the wall. And the sun beats down on the eastern coast, and the waves roll in on Bondi. The smell of coconut oil on deep brown skin, and a cocoa chewies in my hand. They call it Australia. It's a world all on its own. They call it Australia. If I had my way, I would call it home. Sunday afternoons never come too soon, and there never is a hazy day to see. Yeah, Sunday afternoons never come too soon, and every day's a lazy day for me. When the sun goes down, it's another world, and the moon shines bright on the city. There's a cool, cool breeze on my face, and a lovely lady right by my side. They call it Australia. It's a world all on its own. They call it Australia. And if I had my way, I would call it home. They call it Australia. It's a world all on its own. They call it Australia. And if I had my way, I would call it home. Yeah, yeah, I would call it home. I would call it home. Oh, yeah, I would call it home.
If you ever come down under to Australia, you'll find the natives friendly as can be. G'day, how you going, mate? And if by chance you meet a dinkum Aussie, there's every chance he'll ask you home to tea. But there's no way that they won't make you welcome, 'cause an Aussie host's unflappable, you see. They just toss another shrimp on the barbie. Come on in, you're welcome as can be. Toss another shrimp on the barbie. Someone special's coming in for tea. Toss another shrimp on the barbie, and sit at the Betty Grable next to me. That's the way we like to eat down under. Top it off with a red-hot Nazi spy. Wash it down with your favourite ice-cold tinny, then sit and see who tells the biggest lies as we toss another shrimp on the barbie. Someone special's coming in for tea. Toss another shrimp on the barbie. Come on in, you're welcome as can be. He'll probably introduce you as his China.
That's his mate.
Then ask you, would you like a cold pig's ear?
A glass of beer.
Then trot you off to meet the cheese and kisses.
That's his missus.
And she'll sit and bash your burning manly beer.
That's your ear.
But listen, mate, don't take him for a drongo.
That's a turkey.
Just cop it sweet and shake his German band.
That's his hand.
Then say, toss another shrimp on the barbie.
That's the cookout.
That's the language that all Aussies understand. Toss another shrimp on the barbie.
That's the cookout.
Someone special's coming in for tea.
That's for supper.
Toss another shrimp on the barbie,
That's your cookout.
and sit at the Betty Grable next to me.
That's the table.
That's the way we like to eat down under.
That's Australia.
Top it off with a red-hot Nazi spy.
That's a meat pie.
Wash it down with another ice-cold tinny.
That's your beer.
Then sit and see who tells the biggest lies.
That's the Aussies.
As we toss another shrimp on the barbie. Someone special's coming in for tea. Toss another shrimp on the barbie. Come on in, you're welcome as can be. Woo!
That's a ripper.
That's me chocolate frog.
I was humping me bluey down a dusty Gundagai road when along came a semi with a high and canvas covered load.
If you're going to Gundagai, love, with me you can ride.
So I climbed into his cabin and I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dirt and sand. I said, listen mate, I've travelled every road in this here land. 'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolah, Barnambour, Maroochydore, Kilmore, Willambard, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallerville, Cunnamulla, Connemine, Strathpine, Proserpine, Ulladulla, Darwin, Gin, Illaquin, Muckadilla, Wallabilla, Bogabilla, Cumberilla. I'm a killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Moree, Taree, Gurrillaree, Bambaroo, Toowoomba, Gundagai, Carrymo, Woolloomooloo, Dalvin, Tambourine, Engadine, Jindabyne, Lithgow, Casino, Bricklaw, Narromine, Megalong, Wyalong, Tuggerawong, Mangarella, Morella, Augathelda, Brindabella. Let me tell ya, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I've breathed that mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Hey, if I gave you a big kiss, would you take me anywhere I want to go?
Yeah, I reckon I could even take you to heaven, baby. But I'm only going as far as Dubbo.
I've been to Wollongong, Geelong, Currajong, Mullen, Mimmi, Mittagong, Molong, Grong, Goondiwindi, Yarra, Yarra, Boondall, Wallen, Yarra, Turramurra, Bogabri, Gundagai, Narrabri, Tibbaburra, Golgong, Littlelong, Billabong, Cabramatta, Parramatta, Wangaratta, Coolangatta. What's the matter? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Weddelong, Dandenong, Woodenbong, Ballarat, Canberra, Mill, Perry, Unanderra, Cutters Flat, Curry, River, Murray, Clun, Curry, Girraween, Terrigal, Stockton, Bingle, Collaroy, Narrabeen, Bendigo, Dorigo, Bangalow, Indooroopilly, Lillypilly, Kirribilli, Wallumbilla. Don't be silly. I've been everywhere, man. Yes, I've been everywhere. There ain't no place I haven't been. As a matter of fact, I've seen the lot. I've travelled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been here, there, everywhere. I've been everywhere. Hey, what are you stopping for, mate?
This place is called the Gents. I'll bet you haven't been there.
I've been around the world a couple of times or maybe more. I've seen the sights and had me like so many foreign shores. But when me coppers ask me the place that I adore, I tells them right away. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, a tuick, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Standing in the kitchen, just cooking up a roast, or Vegemite on toast, you and me and a cup of tea, and later in the evening we'll settle on the porch and watch the possums play, and we can sing along. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, a tuick, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. There's a Safeway down the corner and a Woolies up the street, and a hypermart just down the road where they regulate the heat. But I trade it all tomorrow for me little bush retreat where the kookaburras play. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, a tuick, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Some people live in houses with fences all around, some they live in mansions, and some go under around. But me, I much prefer the bush with rabbits running round, and a pumpkin vine out the back. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, a tuick, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, a tuick, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. Here we go! Give me a home among the gum trees with lots of plum trees, a sheep, do like a kangaroo. A clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair. And an old rocking chair. G'day. G'day. What did we say before we said g'day? G'day. G'day. It's all an educated person needs to say. In Paris, Rome or Rio, Chicago or Nepal, no matter what the language is, the one word says it all. And even if you're in Berlin, the writing's on the wall. All you gotta say is g'day. Now, as a seasoned traveller, let me give you some advice. If you're talking to an Eskimo and you want to break the ice, if you're trying to impress him, you can even say it twice. Just flash the pearly whites and say, g'day. It's a simple one-word phrase, and it's made Australia great. It's right up there with have a beer and, geez, good on you, mate. At the risk of being boring, let me recapitulate. All you gotta say is g'day. 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 Oh, what did we say before we said g'day? G'day. 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 It's all an educated person needs to say. Dedicated research has positively shown sophisticated people need never be alone. At a California barbie or an English stately home, they'll offer you a can and say, g'day. Now, if the whole world spoke Australian, it really would be great. All the multilingual problems would be simply out of date. And if everybody everywhere called everybody mates, the only other word you'd need's g'day. If you take the situation between the East and West, with discussions on disarmament dissolving into threats, they could terminate the arguments and save them wasted breath if they dropped the magic word and said g'day. 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 Well, what did we say before we said g'day? G'day. 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 It's all an educated person needs to say. All the millions that they're spending, sending rockets into space to try and trace intelligence beyond the human race. What a waste of our resources, because they all could be replaced with a simple neon sign that says, g'day. 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 Oh, what did we say before we said g'day? G'day. 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 It's all an educated person needs to say. It's a simple one-word phrase, and it's made Australia great. It's right up there with have a beer and, geez, good on you, mates. At the risk of being boring, let me recapitulate. All you gotta say, g'day.
Bonjour, здравствуйте, buongiorno, konnichiwa,
Guten Tag.
No, fellas, g'day.
Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up came a jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Down came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Now where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swagman, sprang into the billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by the billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. A waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. There's a track winding back to an old-fashioned shack along the road to Gundagai, where the blue gums are growing, the murrumbidgee's flowing beneath the sunny sky, where my mother and father are waiting for me, and the pals of my childhood once more I will see. Then no more will I roam as I'm heading straight for home along the road to Gundagai.